Hey! Paint and paper, glitter, rain, glue and giggles on the brain. Snip, snip, splash, splash, crafty celebrations. Welcome back to Kats Krafty Creations. Stick your fingers, wild imagination. Start it, color it, chaos information. Welcome back to Kats Krafty Creations. Hey! Twist it, tape it, tiny transformations. Grab your stuff and join the fun sensation. Welcome back to Kats Krafty Creations. Oh, do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Slide along. Petals. I was here first.
Pardon? I practically am the centerpiece.
On a wobbly old table by the kitchen door sat a tiny yellow flower in a jam jar.
Sure.
Next to her a great big bloom in a fancy vase. He fluffed up every leaf like it was a race. I'm the best on the table, said the big bold bloom. I bring grand entrance into every room.
The little flower giggled, don't assume.
My dear,
They don't come for the vice, they just like me being here. Best on the table, best on the table, to show off stems a lunchtime fable, arguing softly about who's best on the table. I'm a lush red marble, said the tall bouquet, posing for the photos like a matinee. You're a bit full of yourself,
the small one smiled.
more drama than a garden show, judging wild.
I'm arranged by a specialist, top of the class,
Hand-tied color match,
very upper glass.
she snorted upper's pack.
You're in one true,
But they upcycle my jar, so that's 2 for 2. I'm the best on the table, said the big bold bloom. I bring grand entrance into every room. The little flower chuckled, oh bless your stem.
They come here for the cake,
We're back round to them. Best on the table, best on the table. 2 vain plants in a tea time fable, posing and pout about who's best on the table. Forks clinked, chairs scraped, biscuits clattered. Not a single guest said, my, that blossom shattered.
a child waves,
Hello, flowers.
crumbs on his chin.
You're both quite pretty now. Where's the tin?
They blushed green quietly, petals all askew.
It's not all about us then,
Terribly true.
she said.
Shall we call it a fragrant draw?
He said, I'll take a leaf out of your book for sure. So they leaned together, color side by side, a jam jar of vase equal floral pride. And when the kettle whistled, they both agreed, best on the table is whoever's pouring the tea. We're the best on the table when we share the view. Jam jar, posh vase, mismatched crew. They swayed in the sunlight, quiet at ease. Let's toast every petal from sprouts to trees. Well, best on the table, clap, clap, clap. Best on the table, sing it. You lot in the kitchen label. We're all a bit lovely when we're best on the table.
Oh!
So there I was, craft fair Saturday. Apron on, glue gun ready. Thought I'd make some classy coaster. Bit of floral flair, you know what could possibly go wrong. I'd bought these molds online, little circles, silicone. Said perfect for blooms and resin. I laid my petals carefully, like a gardener in a gallery. Chrysanthemums and daisies smell like spring in the pantry.
Right.
Said Fred, read the guide.
I said,
I'm fine, I'll improvise. He said, that's how the Titanic started. I said, hold this teacup, I'm an artist. I got stuck on my blooming coasters. What a pedally pushing palaver. Poured that resin bit too eager. Now the kitchen's one big flower saga. Right, said Fred. Right, said Fred. This is gonna end in compost. I'm knee deep in daisies on the table, and my masterpiece is mostly lost. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Now the resin set slowly. I heard splash it everywhere. Sloshed it like cheap cologne on every stem and leaf in there. Fred peered in like a foreman, looks a bit
on you, Jason.
Then my sleeve hit the measuring jug, instant hydrangea inflation.
My elbow glued to the counter,
My watch fused to a buttercup.
Fred said,
You've really grown attached. I said, help, I can't get up. The cat walked through the puddle, left tiny tulip-shaped prints.
Fred said,
at least we know who's been leaving floral hints.
I got stuck on my blooming coasters. What a pedally pushing palaver. Pour that resin bit too eager. Now the kitchen's one big flower saga. Right, said Fred. Right, said Fred.
You built a botanical disaster.
It's a daffodil slip, a rose pin, a trip,
And my tea's getting cold a lot faster, like a roll call.
Right then, let's assist the damage.
We got
1 chrysanthemum welded to the chopping board, 2 coasters fused to the worktop, 3 fingers joined in holy matrimony to a very surprised geranium.
I tugged, I twisted, Fred pulled, Fred listed every health and safety rule I'd blissfully ignored. Then the doorbell rang, neighbor Pam popped in, she said,
smells lovely, what you baking?
Fred said he's baking himself to a daisy.
Pam said,
oh, blooming heck. I got stuck on my blooming coasters. What a pedally pushing palaver. Poured that resin bit too eager. Turned the house to a floral disaster. Right,
said Fred.
Right,
said Fred.
next time just buy 'em at the market. Now my cup sits on a wobbly rose and my pride. I'll just park it. Still, Pam bought the wonky set, called it quirky cottage chic. Fred just winked and whispered, see, you're a late blooming antique. So if you try some crafty capers, heed this tale of sticky dread. Read the label, protect your table, and always listen
When Fred says right, said Fred.
Stick, snip, glue that grin. Little cardboard garden, let the giggles begin. Hey, got a mug ring circus right there on my desk. Coffee stains dancing, looking kind of fresh. So I cut out circles, painted sunshine beams. Then the flowers popped up strutting through my dreams. Funky flowers on coasters, shake your stems. Wiggle those petals, impress your friends. Tiptoe, hit throw, pollen in the air. Leave me alone, I'm gorgeous if you care. Funky flowers on coasters, spin that bloom. Root for the rhythm in my living room. Sip, sip, drip, drip, what a groovy scene. Every little daisy's feeling evergreen. I sing, every little daisy's feeling evergreen. There's a rose on a roller, doing tiny twirls. Sunflower in sunglasses, winking at the world. Tulips got 2 left feet, still brings the flair. Watch me do the pot trot, plant it right there. Funky flowers on coasters, shake your stems. Wiggle those petals, impress your friends. Tiptoe, hip throw, pollen in the air. Leave me alone, I'm gorgeous if you care. Funky flowers on coasters, spin that bloom. Root for the rhythm in my living room. Sip, sip, drip, drip, what a groovy scene. Every little daisy's feeling evergreen. Come on, I said, who's the coolest flower? They shouted, all of us. The pansy pulled a petal pole. The cactus tried to floss. Ow! We're crafting up a garden from the table to the floor. If you're feeling wilted, we can glue a grin on yours. Flower, clap, clap, coaster crew. Flower power, we sprouted for you. Shake that stem and show your style. Petal party in a pile. Flower, clap, clap, coaster groove. Flower power, watch 'em move. Sip that tea, then sing along. Every little bloom's got a bouncy song. Hey, hey.
I went down to Grandma's rainy afternoon. She said, help me with these coasters, we'll make springtime in this room. She stitched a tiny garden on every little round. Then she tied a silver jingle that made a tinkling sound. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring.
Tiny ring, tiny bell.
Petals pop and colors zoom, my little bell goes ring.
Ching, ching.
Lift your cup and set it down, hear that happy tippy sound. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring. My little bell goes ring. My little bell goes ring. She said, careful with that teacup, set it right on here. If you hit the blooming daisy, you'll hear that bell so clear. I said, Grandma, I'm a helper, I'll do it very well. But I shook and I shivered and I overrang that bell. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring.
Tiny ring, tiny bell.
Petals pop and colors zoom, my little bell goes ring.
Sweet ding ding.
Lift your cup and set it down, hear that happy tippy sound. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring. My little bell goes ring. Now I'm in the kitchen, hosting fancy tea. Everyone's admiring the craft she made for me. Tulips, roses,
Buttercups.
all in a cozy row.
Whoa.
And when my guests get thirsty, well, the bell steals the show. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring.
Tiny ring, tiny bell.
Petals pop and colors zoom, my little bell goes ring.
Let it ring, let it.
Lift your cup and set it down, hear that happy tippy sound. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring.
My little bell goes ring.
I say little,
You say bell.
little,
Bell.
I say blooming,
You say well.
blooming.
Well.
When you see those coasters glow, you all know just one thing. Every time a flower blooms, my little bell goes ring.
My little bell goes ring.
One worry, I bought a pack of seeds, said grow your own. Dreamt of cottage borders like a stately home. But the snails moved in, booked the garden bed. So I got blooming marigolds on the table where instead, hey, bloom, 1, 2, 3. They're blooming on the coasters, bold as you like. Geraniums round me gravy, roses by me bike. Petunias by the pudding, tulips by the toast. The garden's looking tragic, but the teacups do the most. Oi! Blooming on the coasters, fancy as can be. I've got a flowering saucer where the flower bed should be. The neighbor peeks across, says your border's bare. I say, check out my begonias on the armchair there. He's pruning in his wellies, looking rather grim, while I got pansy pattern pints and a daisy round the rim. Cheers! Cheer! 1, 2, 3. They're blooming on the coasters, bold as you like. Geraniums round me gravy, roses by me bike. Petunias by the pudding, tulips by the toast. The garden's looking tragic, but the teacups do the most. Hey! Blooming on the coasters, printed nice and neat. Who needs a blooming greenhouse with a bloom on every seat? Got a bed of better, not a sprout inside, but my living room's in full bloom every Friday night. You can keep your prized dahlias, fuss and fret and fight. I'll join me lagering on a lilac looking right. Lovely! Lovely! They're blooming on the coasters, bold as you like. Geraniums round me gravy, roses by me bike. Petunias by the pudding, tulips by the toast. The garden's looking tragic, but the teacups do the most. One more! Blooming on the coasters, shout it nice and loud. If you can't grow a garden,
I bought a bunch of flowers from the stall on Market Lane. The daffodils were bragging that they'd brighten up my frame. The tulips said, pipe down, love, we got twice the bloom and gloss, while the roses rolled their petals like a lad who's seen the boss.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's pedal to the metal on the table.
On the table.
They're racing for the sunshine by my plate. Every stem's a little show-off in a fable.
Such a fable.
Trying to blossom first before the cake. Round the vase they jostle, leaf and label. Floral Grand Prix, what a sight to see. It's pedal to the metal on the table, and they're all showing off for me. Hey! The tulips took a tulip lane and leaned across my brew. The daffs were doing daft defying loops in yellow hue. The roses revved their rosy heads, they'd clearly come to play, spinning petals like quick hubcaps in a flurry of bouquet.
Hey, hey.
It's pedal to the metal on the table.
On the table.
They're racing for the sunshine by my plate. Every stem's a little show-off in a fable.
Such a fable.
Trying to blossom first before the cake. Round the vase they jostle, leaf and label. Floral Grand Prix, what a sight to see. It's pedal to the metal on the table, and they're all showing off for me. The daffs did a daft little victory lap. The roses posed, blowing kisses at the jam. The tulips formed a queue. You'd think they were a primrose shouting, pick us pet.
We're your biggest fan.
Oh, go on there.
Hey, hey.
It's pedal to the metal on the table.
On the table.
They're racing for the sunshine by my plate. Every stem's a little show-off in a fable.
Such a fable.
Trying to blossom first before the cake. Round the vase they jostle, leaf and label. Floral Grand Prix, what a sight to see. It's pedal to the metal on the table, and they're all showing off for me. I bought some seeds last April, stuck them out behind the shed. The slugs had them for supper, the cats sat on the flower bed. So I gave up on me borders, hung me wellies on a nail. Now all me blooms are indoors on the coffee table rail. I've got flowers on me coasters, none out on the lawn. Petals on the placemats, gardens all but gone. They're swirling around me tea mug, showing off in style. Got a greenhouse on me sideboard and it makes, oh, it makes the neighbors smile. Oh, it makes the neighbors smile. Oh, it makes the neighbors. Next door's got a posh gazebo, roses climbing up a frame. I've got daisies round me biscuit and a tulip round me name. He's pruning like a statue in his fleece and knee-high socks. I'm blooming by the kettle with geraniums round me box.
Yes, box that is.
I've got flowers on me coasters, petals by the brew. Forget-me-nots on saucers, violets on me stew. They're swirling round me cuppa, putting Chelsea to disgrace. Got a meadow on me table, not a weed. Out a weed, out of place. Not a weed, out of place. No, it makes the bed. He says, your yard's a right old mess. I say, it's rustic chic. I planted all me marigolds round the remote this week. Who needs a fancy flower bed when you've a crafty hand? I'll crochet a us a garden you can water when you can.
Just top up the teapot, love.
I've got flowers on me coasters, buttercups in rows, printed on the corkboard, tickling at me nose. They're swirling round me tea cakes, putting on a show. Got a garden in the lounge now, and it's always set to grow.
Always set to grow.
Always set to grow.
Always set to grow.
They said plant her in the corner, guess she's just a little slow. But I took my sweet time growing while the fast ones stole the show. They were blooming in the springtime, posing pretty on the vine. I was busy in the shadows, plotting how I'd shine. I'm a late bloomer, big bloom, took a while to find my room. Now I'm petals up, laughing in the sun. Hey, all that waiting worth the wait, guess I'm just a slow burn gray. Watch me outgrow every note they ever sowed. This late bloomer stole the show. You can call me Queen Chrysanthemum, showed up fashionably last. While the daisies did their day shift, I was saving up my splash. Now the garden's kinda crowded, I still found a way to stand. Turned too little too late to whoa, would you look at her now, on demand. I'm a late bloomer, big bloom, took a while to find my room. Now I'm petals up, laughing in the sun. Oh yeah, all that waiting worth the wait, guess I'm just a slow burn grape. Watch me outgrow every note they ever sowed. This late bloomer stole the show. So if you're feeling buried deep, like they forgot where you were sown, just remember roots run quiet right before they claim the throne. Hey, you're not behind, you're just in season for a different kind of glow. Give it one more turn of weather, you'll be the star of the whole row. You're a late bloomer, big bloom, gonna dance into your June. You'll be petals up, laughing in the sun. Whoa, all that waiting worth the wait. You're a little slow burn gray, you'll outgrow every note they ever sowed. Late bloomers steal the show.
Zip zap, show's done, what a wild one. We laughed, we yelled, we had some fun. Oh yeah! Now you know the crew, we're all waving straight at you in a pile of pratfall goo. Thanks for staying and see you again.